Up next, the final face-off for an MMA legend.
Tito Ortiz!
It's very important for Tito to win this fight. How do you want to walk away from this game?
When I take my gloves off and I walk away, that's it.
UFC 148 will not only crown a new champion, it will be the swan song for one of the sport's longest reigning title holders.
He is the Huntington Beach Bad Boy! Let's get on! Light heavyweight title fight is underway. Tito! There's a tap! There's a tap, it's over!
I'm now the world champion, so you guys better look out. There's a new cat on town.
Ortiz!
5 title defenses at light heavyweight division. No one's ever done that.
Tito Ortiz remains the light heavyweight champion.
Almost 5 hours in the octagon of fighting. 5 hours.
It was like 2.5, almost 3 years where he was an untouchable.
The best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. You're looking at, baby.
I was fighting $300-400 when Tito was champion of the world.
Tito Ortiz becomes with this victory a legend of the octagon.
He's going to be a Hall of Famer, I'm sure a future Hall of Famer.
I've been with the UFC since day one. I never had an amateur career. I started UFC 13 as an amateur, 0-0. I never had a father when I was a kid. My father was hooked on heroin. I was a kid who was dying for attention. I was dying for affection, dying for loving.
Did that if he wanted to stay standing. Good quick move by Ortiz, who rains down some elbows. And Ortiz popping away at the head of Albritton.
I fought my first time. Stopped the guy in 22 seconds.
Oh, some bad ones to the face, and finally the corner throws in the towel.
Came back to a local bar in Huntington Beach that I usually had to wait in line to get in. Didn't have to wait in line anymore. Security guy in the front goes, "Hey, that's Tito Ortiz right there. Get up here, man. Who you with?" I called my buddies. Walked in, went to go order a beer. Went to the bar, and some guy was like, "Hey, that's Tito Ortiz. Drinks on me." Wow, this is pretty cool. It was love that I always missed as a kid, something I was always dying for.
True fans right here, true fans.
I've grown up. I'm a man now. I'm not a kid.
About a month out of this fight, I had a partial tear on my ACL and a partial tear on my LCL. I had a little back injury with a bulging disc in my between L4 and 5 in my back. Hit him with an inside kick, and I felt like I broke my foot. I think I might have chipped my elbow bone.
I've been through 15 years of torment. Mental torment, physical torment.
Well, it's time for surgery. Back surgery. I'm gonna get it done. And I'm scared.
I've been through 4 major surgeries. Had ACL replacement, L4-5 S1 fused in my lower back, C6, C7 fused in my neck.
33 years old, I don't think I should be getting back surgery.
50% of my meniscus is gone.
It's gonna make me 100%, so all you fans gotta understand, this is the guy you gotta thank.
It was hard when I left my house to come to this camp. When I packed my clothes, this is the last time I'm making the trip up to Big Bear. And just saying those words, I was just like, this time gone by that fast. 15 years.
Being up here in Big Bear tells me his attitude's going in the right direction.
You don't want none, baby. If he wants some, he's gonna get some.
He's gonna be walking out to pasture, so he wants to walk out with his head high and with a W.
There's nothing around. There's one movie theater, a Denny's, a couple of small Mexican restaurants, and a lake. Everything else is an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. That's what warriors do, man. They get away, they put themselves in isolation, and they train on something that they love to do. And I love to fight.
Inside. Oh, nice. You gotta get mean, you gotta dig down deep. That's where his head needs to be, and I feel it's there. We wouldn't be here in Big Bear if it wasn't there.
Woo! Walk around. That hurts, but it's worth it.
My mind is set on UFC 148. To come in and do my job in a devastating manner.
Big punch by Tito Ortiz, trying to finish Vader.
When I walk away and people go, holy Tito Ortiz shouldn't be going anywhere right now.
That's a solid guillotine, Mike. That is deep. Trying to jump up. Tito Ortiz has beaten Ryan Vader.
This is his last hurrah. It's going to be an emotional thing. I don't see water not coming out of his eyes. I don't see tears not falling because he's a passionate guy that loves his sport, helped build it. I think it's going to be a very emotional moment. Very emotional moment.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. When I take my gloves off, when I put them in the center of the octagon, and I walk away, that's it.
I've given my life and soul to this octagon, blood and tears, for the greatest fans in the world, MMA fans. If it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't do what I do in this octagon.
I truly believe it's ideal for him to beat Forrest Griffith and walk into the sunset.
When Forrest Griffin traveled to Rio de Janeiro to challenge former light heavyweight champion Shogun Rua on his home soil, he had more than his dangerous opponent on his mind. His wife, Jamie, was 9 months pregnant with their first child.
She was supposed to have the baby about 2 weeks after that, but as fate would have it, she actually started going to labor that day. I would definitely say the problem with that fight was not my wife being pregnant, it was more Shogun hitting me in the head. That's probably where that went wrong. Then once the fight was over, I was like, I want to get back, I want to get back.
One thing I want to say about Forrest, his wife is literally getting ready to deliver their baby in Las Vegas right now. We're going to try to get him home as fast as we can.
Go to the hospital, and we were actually there for like 4 days before we had her. Don't have a baby, I wouldn't recommend it. Just adopt one. I mean, they really just come right out of there. It's crazy. But the baby's healthy, she's fine, everything's good. Being a father, and I think especially a little girl too, does change you. And yes, by change you, I mean make you a wuss. You find yourself doing things that, like, if you were to watch yourself doing, you would want to just hit yourself in the head and go, what's wrong with you?
At the very least, Forrest is compiling material for another of his best-selling self-help books.
Here's what you do. First of all, you find a baby. Let's say it's crying. They do that a lot. You got 2 options. 1, find something soft and set it there. 2, find something with soft breasts and give it to them. Hopefully that'd be a woman. They seem to know what to do with those babies. Bam, right here.
At UFC 148, the new father will enter the octagon for the first time since August of last year, but he's well acquainted with his upcoming opponent.
Seems pretty apropos, seems poetic. We're 1-1, we've had good fights.
Ortiz punishing Griffin early. Forrest comes out swinging. We have ourselves a fight.
Both fights were controversial. One fight went one way, some people thought it could have went the other, and vice versa with the fight after that.
I beat him the first time. They gave him the fight the second time.
He's already up in Big Bear, huh? That's intimidating. That's scary right there. He knows it's going to be his last straw. He's taking it serious.
You're going to have 2 lions fighting there. I don't think it's going to be that technical of a fight. And I don't think it's going that long. It ain't going 3 rounds.
You know what you're getting when you step in against Tito Ortiz. I don't think anything is going to surprise me, but there's definitely some things that are going to be tough to deal with. A good wrestler that comes down low, ready to throw bombs.
This is Tito's bread and butter. Inside your guard, throwing elbows.
Forrest is accurate 100%. I'm a great wrestler, and I'm going to throw bombs. Can he withstand the pressure? Can he withstand the speed? Can he withstand the power?
If you want some, you're gonna get some.
He's still got a good overhand right. Nice shovel hook. Got good knees, actually, good tie clinch.
He ain't gonna run away from me as Machida did. He's gonna stand in the pocket and he's gonna fight.
Now Tito fires back. Good left hand by Tito.
Fans wanna see a fight. Me and Forrest are gonna put on a fight.
Front kick to the face.
What makes Forrest dangerous is his knowledge of Tito. Forrest and Tito know each other better than anybody else. They spent 30 minutes together trying to kill each other.
This fight has
I know what I need to do against Forrest. He kicks at me, I'm taking him down. If he punches at me, I'm taking him down.
There's a big takedown.
You gotta go old school and put Forrest on his back.
Face is stuck with that.
Gotta give those elbows. It's been a while since Tito's put those forearms and those elbows on a guy's head.
Big punch by Tito Ortiz.
He better learn how to get off the floor. I'm gonna destroy his face. He's gonna feel what punishment's about. I'm gonna put him through hell. This fight for me, it's my whole legacy. It's what I've been doing the last 15 years. UFC 148, you'll see my hand get raised.
Before the two grudge matches, two of the most lethal strikers in MMA will square off.
Kung Lee versus Patrick Cote. Kung Lee was the Strikeforce middleweight champion.
We have a new Strikeforce middleweight champion. His name is Kung Lee.
Patrick Cote comes into this fight with a 4-fight winning streak. Patrick Cote has a nuclear bomb of a right hand.
Oh, down goes Raven. Up in my hand. Caught him. Cote caught him that time.
I have a good power in my hands. I'm a technical striker.
Oh, kick to the face. With a good exchange here.
He's got a good right hand. You know, he's got a good left hook. It's good inside.
Patrick Cote presented a formidable threat when he faced Anderson Silva for the title.
Smile on the face of Cote.
He fought one of the most dangerous strikers in the game. Cote lands a spinning back fist and stood in the center of the octagon and made Anderson come to him.
Patrick Cote
As they come.
good elbow from the bottom.
And it was a very frustrating fight for Anderson Silva.
Oh, everybody know my style. I like to strike. I like to start my feet. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Expect a cavalcade of kicks. We're seeing it early on.
Kung Lee has a whole repertoire of wild knockout strikes. 360-degree spinning back kicks, wheel kicks, axe kicks, front kicks, punches.
And he is putting on a video game-esque show here with these kicks.
There's got to be very careful, you know. This guy's got lethal legs, he's got good arms.
Having to contend with the unorthodox. Everything is unorthodox about Lee.
My style is a lot different. It just causes a lot of problems when you're just a traditional fighter that throws roundhouses and punches and, you know, goes for the takedown. There's all these different kicks that come from different angles.
This is one dynamic fighter, guys. Have you guys ever seen someone like Kung Lee in MMA? This guy's amazing.
Lee is a former Sanshou world champion and is undefeated as a kickboxer, with 12 knockouts amongst his 17 wins. His finishing rate in MMA is even higher.
Every single fight that I have won in MMA is by TKO or by KO. I definitely want to test his chin.
He's going to stay on his feet and try to knock me out, for sure. I've never been rocked in my life. I've never been knocked out in my life. I will take everything that he will give me, but I will give him back for sure.
That one straight down the pipe.
Good up. Patrick Cote's got a pop. In fact, he's in trouble. Reaches down. Cote trying to finish.
That's a wrap.
And it is
Patrick Cote.
Cote began as a boxer in the Canadian Army and has earned 2 knockout of the night bonuses in the UFC.
Cote likes to bang, so those two will probably go out and just let him fly, and somebody's getting knocked out.
Big leg. He's 10 to
losing is not an option for me. You know, I train to win. I did all this sacrifice to win. I don't do that to be second.
I'm going in to win, and I'm gonna fight my heart out.
This has fireworks written all over it. Dong Kim faces Demian Maia in Demian Maia's welterweight debut. Beautiful takedown. Demian Maia, of course, is one of the most spectacular jiu-jitsu practitioners in mixed martial arts, a multiple-time Brazilian jiu-jitsu champion, including Abu Dhabi champion, world champion, just one of the most highly decorated submission artists in mixed martial arts today.
Who's in trouble here? Can he finish?
Dong Kim is an outstanding judo player who has really worked very hard on developing his striking and his kicking technique as of late, and it's shown big, big results inside the octagon.
Kick to the case. He's a big drop. He had a big drop kick landed.
I have power, but he has showed more punch power in his fights because I'm more like technical stand-up fighter, like touch and move and try to take down, and he's more powerful, one punch. But I think I has power too.
한국과 미국에서 블랙벨트와 같이 매일 훈련을 했다고. 주짓수로 대결을 해도 내가 절대 밀리지 않고 태울 받을 자신 있다.
Dong Kim is one of the best grapplers in the 170-pound division and has shown over and over again that with his outstanding judo skills, is able to take guys to the ground, utilize that ground and pound, and control the clinch and control the takedowns and beat some very high-level guys.
I've been training all my life to control opponents on the ground, so I don't worry about that.
For Demian Maia, it's a matter of closing the distance, getting a hold of Dong Kim, and dragging him to the ground and putting him into his world.
Demian Maia is one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world, period. And it's almost a guarantee. When that thing touches the ground, this guy's probably going to submit you.
I'm comfortable in any situation, but of course I always prefer to take the fight to the ground. It's safer for me, it's my area, is the fight that I like to do, so I always try to take the guys down.
Just to give you a picture of how good Demian Maia is on the ground, Demian Maia, who competes at 185 pounds, defeated Gabriel Gonzaga, who competes at 240-plus pounds in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match.
Maia has 8 submissions amongst his 15 career wins, including 5 in a row in the UFC. But Kim has never been submitted and has only tasted defeat once to current interim welterweight champion Carlos Condit. 6 of his 15 wins are by knockout.
For Dong Kim, it's very important that he utilizes his speed, his footwork, and his excellent judo technique to try to keep this fight standing.
유도와 그라운드 다 자신 있지만 UFC 팬들을 위해서 화끈한 타격전을 보여주고 싶습니다. 온몸이 무기다. 전혀 내가 밀린다 생각 안 하고 있고.
I want to keep winning and, go to fight for the title again.